It is 5 a.m. and the day begins for the men of Nehemiah. With the city skyline as a backdrop, two lines for drills form in the middle of Aretha Castle Haley. They are dressed in army fatigues.
Look at you, Joe! Wake up! Wake up!
But they are not active military or reservists. The men of Nehemiah are recovering addicts, and their battle against drug and alcohol abuse is the fight of their lives. Joel Hamlin had it all, a job, a wife, and kids, but his appetite for drinking and cocaine nearly cost him everything.
It was heartbreaking knowing that I had someone depending on me, that I was the breadwinner, also that, I knew I had responsibilities. It was hard, devastating for me. And I knew I had to make a change somewhere, somehow.
When Tillman Hawkins turned 50 years old, he was hooked on crack cocaine and thought often of ending it.
Like you out in them streets, man. Life ain't worth living.
A pre-dawn 2-mile march through Central City is how each day begins, 7 days a week for an entire year.
We like it here, we love it here, we got it going on. Hey!
Up to 20 men take part in the voluntary, faith-based rehabilitation program at the Living Witness Ministries. It is both spiritual and highly structured. No phone calls or visitation for at least a month, and no one leaves the facility for the first 3 months. And from picking up trash at dawn until lights out at 10:30, nearly every minute is accounted for.
Principle number 2, we believe that every man must survey his life.
There is group prayer and devotion time.
And you think that because you're late, it's only affecting you.
Community Christian Concerns comes in and teaches classes for computer skills, how to create a resume, and eventually how to transition back into society.
How about anger? Oh, guys.
There are daily speakers. John King from the Council on Drug and Alcohol Abuse offered ideas on stress management. The drug use had turned their lives into total chaos. So here, the strict routine is paramount.
Discipline demands the ability to tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Lewis Harrell Jr. coordinates the day-to-day activities. His father, Lewis Sr., founded the Men of Nehemiah in 1994 to help Lewis battle his addiction to drugs. It was the father who instilled the program's demanding military philosophy, and it is now the son who carries his torch.
I think that every experience that I went through using drugs was for a specific reason, and that was to get me to the realization of what I have to do, and that is to help other addicts.
500 men have now taken part in the program. Some leave immediately. Some stay for 3 or 6 months. And over 50 have graduated following the full year. 42-year-old James Cook, now a computer technician at Tulane University, went through in 1998, right after drugs drove his family away.
Because of my behaviors, I needed somebody that was firm and strong, that wasn't going to put up with a lot of my excuses, and they really made the difference.
Did they save James Cook's life?
Saved me without a doubt.
The men of Nehemiah no longer have the freedom, money, and material items they once had, but say they have something now they didn't have when drugs and alcohol owned their lives, and that is hope.
My goal is to get closer with Jesus Christ, strive to get my family back on track, get my life in order, and stand again and be a productive man in society again.
I could feel a surge of power within me that, I really can do this thing.